This one's thumb. This is the basic sideline. Box setup. Ball side's going to screen here for the big. I usually have the 5 catch. As that happens, usually I tell them to pop immediately. The two blocks just going to pop. They do kind of late here. They should already be popped, but still fine. After this guy sets the screen, he's the shooter. He's going to pop to the wing. So we enter here. Coming back for a handoff. He should be popped a little bit more. He should be popped a little bit more to the short corner. He should be popped to the corner. Hand to him. This guy's got to attack this gap to get this defender to step. And then we're going to set the flare on the attack. Wide open 3. I'll show it again. Again, shooter, ball side elbow, big opposite elbow, point guard inbound. These two guys don't matter. Put your best screener and maybe a guy who can slip a screen opposite block. Set the screen. You can also hear if they're switching, this guy can take one step and then pop himself. So you could flip and put your big here and put your shooter here. If it's a switch situation and they're just like switching and denying, then you can take a step fake and pop. I'll show that on the counter. Regardless, set the screen with your shooter and then he pops. These two guys immediately pop. Big man comes in. We're going to enter it to him. Point guard really should take a step here and come back for the handoff. The only other thing I don't like that he does is he slows here. He really should get it in attack, try to get downhill right away, and collapse the defense. Makes it more likely that we get this shot. Also, maybe you get the layup on the attack. And this man on the handoff should roll hard. This guy can rise. Good flare screen. Get a shot. Wide open 3. Let me show it. I'll show it full speed again. Here's the counter, thumb, keep. Now, let me stop it here. They were switching in this specific set. So again, I think I mentioned this before, but normally in this set, we have our shooter here and our big here, and we screen. But if they're switching, I flip them. We just call it the same thing, switch. We called this thumb, so thumb switch. And so we're going to fake step and pop. Essentially, the same thing happens. But he now is going to get open a lot easier. But we're going to throw here. Everybody is doing the same thing. Pop, pop, pop. And then we're just going to fake the handoff and turn and attack. And we get what should be a layup. But, of course, all I can do is get us layups. We can't make them. Nothing I can do. Watch it again. Again, you can run this if it's a non-switching team. Just have it be flipped like we had on the first set. Have your shooter be here, have the big be here. Still set the screen. Come off and throw it. Throw it in. Fake the handoff. Immediate turn and attack. Get a wide open layup and smoke the fuck out of it. Throw in a couple more for the heck of it. This is the zone baseline. You can get a wide open 3 every single time, sometimes multiple times a game. If they play zone on the baseline, put your best shooter in the back. The other 3 really don't matter. I would get somebody who's a decent passer here. Simplest play in the book, and you get wide open 3 every time. Just go screen, 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 and have him step 1 step back. Boom, wide open 3. Ran this every single game against the zone team. Got a wide open 3 every time. You can counter it with just regular line. Seal in, seal out, pop down the line. Obviously, guys, that's a little bit different, but this was a series we ran in the half court called Texas. It's a horn set, elbow, elbow, corner, corner. Shooter on the left side. Your best screener, best finisher here. Run it regular once. You're going to dribble over, enter to the elbow. and you're going to just basically, this point guard's going to get away. You're going to set a flare screen here for the shooter. Now, he throws it, but you don't have to throw it. This is just to get the established action. We ran this, and like if he's open, great. If not, we just want them to see what we're doing on this action. Okay, he is relatively open here, but this guy's teaching point is hold the screen the first time we run it. We call it Texas. I mean, really, shouldn't have thrown it probably, or should have thrown it earlier. He ends up getting fouled, and it wasn't in a good spot. Regardless, we just do it so that the next time we're there, we can say, okay, run Texas again. And especially against a switching team, this is what we do. That first play is just dummy action to get them to think that that's what we're running. And on this first one, he held the screen. This one, he's just going to plant and slip. Boom. I mean, you can't ask for something better than that. Of course, we're going to smoke the fuck out of it again. But, I mean, when I'm watching this as a coach, like, what the fuck else can you do? Boom, great slip. Good pass. Probably could have let him a little less, but regardless, catch the ball with 2 feet in the paint with nobody within 3 feet of you. Give you a couple more. This one we run to start a game every single game. I mean, so frustrating to watch this. I haven't seen these in a while. But again, we're going to have this guy right here. Set a down screen. He probably sets it a little early. And we're going to come up to catch this around the elbow area. Point guard's going to throw it there. Right when he throws it, all we're doing is the guy we want to shoot the layup is going to set a screen. It's a screen the screener. One. Have our shooter come up. And then this guy who just set the down is going to set one more little rip screen, cross screen. And he's going to go right there to catch for a wide open layup. This guy over here catching, we want him to catch at, wide of the elbow. Because if you catch it at the elbow, it's a tough angle on the pass. So you really want to catch it kind of between the free throw line extended at the three-point line and the elbow, kind of in between that area to give yourself a good angle to catch it. But, we're going to set this. And, I mean, literally, I don't know what else. This happened every game. I mean, this year's team was horrible. This was 22-23, but we ran this in 21-22 with those guys, Gavin and Jason and them. I mean, we'd get this for a layup to start the game every time. I mean, we got a wide open, nothing more. He should have thrown it already, but even then, he catches. I mean, you got a 6'2", 6'3" kid catching in the paint, and he just shits himself. But, again, that's a great set. Here's us running it again. Set the down screen here. Catch it. He catches it too close. The point guard follows and gets away. And now we're just going to screen the screener. 1, 2. Layup. That wasn't even that great a execution. This one, I actually love this one. Stole this from Veterans Memorial. 4 across. Have your best shooter on the side, the block that you want your guard to drive to. So my guard's right-handed. My best shooter's on the right block. I'm going to just basically get to the left a little bit, give myself space to attack all the way right downhill. I'm going to attack as hard as I possibly can until I'm just completely cut off. If I beat him even just a step, that's perfect. And as I get to about the elbow, have my shooter slip out to the corner and my corner man screen, and he's wide open. If they don't help, if they don't get caught helping, it's a layup. If they do help, it's either a slip for a layup or a 3. I mean, it's just impossible to defend. I usually run this end of quarter. Here's it run again. I think we scored on it. Just get whoever your best downhill driver is. Got to set it up, but if he can get open with a triple gap here, get downhill like that. Now he's low. He's gonna beat him. Best shooter is about a step outside the paint. He gets to about the elbows when he's going to go. We're going to screen. They both see the ball. Everybody's eyes are on the ball. Boom, wide open three. See if there's anything else I can add in here for you. Oh, this one's great for a baseline out of bounds versus zone as well. God, I just destroyed this Piper coach. We're going to have the big man. This was the second game. He should have been embarrassed by what I did to him. All right, big man here, best shooter here against the 2-3. Just have an occupied guy who can somewhat shoot here and have a guy right here. Big man or forward or whatever. He's going to dive to occupy the middle man. He's occupying the outside, so now essentially we're isolating this guy on the backside. And the big man just comes, let me go back a little bit. Right as he gets the ball, he actually probably goes a little bit early. But he's just going to come right here instead of screen, and my shooter's going to go around this way to the corner. Like that. Now we're just going to read this defender as he's breaking. If he fights this way, then he's going to slip for a layup. If he holds or stays, then we're going to hit him for the three. It's just ISO 2-on-1. If he fights here, the pump fake gets him wide open layup. That's a great little set versus a zone. I don't care. It's not going to catch your voice. Double drag pitch. One of my favorite sets. Ran it every year. This guy's going to clear three. He should already be on the short corner over here, but have your best shooter set the first one. Have a good screener set the second one. Super simple. Double drag. Attack this hard. If you can get a layup, great. If not, first guy comes back around and it's a rescreen. Boom, wide open. We got that so many times when I had a decent team. I mean, literally, you can see all these down. I mean, it's just every single time we ran it. Hard to see here, but again, wide open. Bang. Set it. We didn't even re-screen on that one and we got it. We have the three here, just didn't throw it. What else? Already showed you Husky. I mean, this is my favorite play, but I'm not sure if y'all could run it, but we ran this so often. Especially if you have a lefty who can drive and kick. Empty ball screen. Screener here. Shooter one here. Shooter two here. Reject. Hammer screen. Wide open three. Again. High ball screen. Reject. Hammer screen. Bang. This is the same game. Reject. Hammer screen. Wide open three. Bang. Empty ball screen. Reject. Hammer screen. Wide open three. I mean, this was clockwork every game 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay.
Reject. He almost blindly throws this. He knows it's going to be there. Great hammer screen. Wide open. Bang.
Does it have the one light that comes from the top
Reject.
ball as well? That's sparkling.
Skip. Wide open. Bang. High ball screen. Reject. Hammer screen. Wide open 3.
Okay. And then keep going. I'm sorry. I want to finish. And how much is that to add on?
Sometimes you even just get the layup. Especially if you run it a couple times. You just reject. Hard downhill. Nobody's there. Wide open layup. I do miss this part. This is a zone 2-3 play I made up. Enter, through, fill shooter up. So now we're top wing corner, occupy top 1, occupy top 2, occupy outside 1. Opposite block is going to come flash to the high post. We're going to hit him, and the opposite man's going to go all the way around to the opposite side block. If he doesn't come up, this is a wide open shot. If he does come up, there's a 2-on-1 on the backside for a layup. It's an overload, essentially.
Oh, wow. Okay, great. And being a videographer, when you just like
Again, we're going to read this guy. Shouldn't have thrown it there. Still got it. If you don't get it the first time, just work it. Come back up, fill, and go. Still get it.